Nice to meet you. What can we look forward for the Royal Rumble? Do you already have something in your mind for cashing money, your money in the bank?
Ooh, a two-parter. So yeah, I announced that I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is the one match I feel like I have not won yet. It's like the one accolade that I feel like I need to be happy, I guess you could say. Even if I do win, I'd still be like, there's still other things that I want to win. But winning the Royal Rumble, it's one of the most exciting matches that WWE has. And if you haven't seen it, you can watch it January 31st on the WWE network. It's pretty incredible. All your favorite superstars, 30, set out to win. Only one will. You got to throw 29 men over the top rope. It's one of the most difficult matches that WWE has, but it's also the most exciting. And you get to, whoever wins gets a title shot at WrestleMania. So, I mean, that's huge. That is huge. Now, I know that I'm Mr. Money in the Bank and I have a title shot just waiting with me at any time, anywhere. Drew McIntyre, who is the WWE champion, could be, thrown off a ledge, hit by a million kendo sticks, and I can just waltz right in, cash in my Money in the Bank contract, pin him 1, 2, 3, and become WWE champion. So I have a lot of ways that I could become champion. Now it's just the matter of actually doing it successfully. And that's the difficult part, because Drew McIntyre is one of the toughest WWE superstars I have ever seen in a long time. So it's very difficult, but I plan on doing it, plan on winning the Royal Rumble, plan on cashing the Money in the Bank contract, and being the face of WWE.
10 years ago, you got for the first time the Money in the Bank contract. How much have you changed since then?
How much have I changed? Oh, I've changed so much. I mean, now I'm a dad. I mean, I've got 2 kids. I'm married to one of the most beautiful women. You may remember, Maurice, 2-time women's champion, one of the longest reigning champions of all time. We're doing amazing now. We have our own hit reality show here where you can actually watch on the WWE network called Ms. and Mrs. It shows our family's life and what it's like to be outside of the WWE ring in the life of myself. And having 2 daughters has really taught me a lot, not only about myself, but about who I am, outside of my family as well. There's some sort of love that you learn when you have 2 daughters that can't be explained unless you have kids. And that motivates me, and it generates me to do better and be better, not only in the ring, but as a human being. And so in 10 years of being, not being WWE champion, and now I have the Money in the Bank once again, where I can be it, I really want my girls to see me as a WWE champion.
And how is it hard to stay high level for so many years as you did?
How do you do it? Hard work, dedication, sacrifice, always learning, being an open mind, finding the tools, setting a goal out, and then finding all the tools that could help you get to that goal. When I set out to be a WWE superstar, how do you become a WWE superstar? Nobody knew. I think I've been wrestling for 20 years now. Nobody knew what it would take, like what it is. And I set out to LA. I found an independent wrestling school that was associated with WWE, but wasn't like one of their farm systems. And I started learning the art of professional wrestling. But then I was like, it's not just that. There's so much more. So I found improv school. I found an acting class. I set out to do so much. I would do like motivational speeches where I would have thousands of people out there, because I was like, oh, I can cut promos. It's just basically cutting an entire promo for an hour, motivating people. So this was before I was even a WWE superstar. These are all the tools that I took with me to become who I am today. And I'm still learning.
In the latest WWE tour in Italy, you surprised everyone with an Italian promo. Was it hard for you? Did you really know something about our language?
No, I knew nothing, but I always feel when I go to another country, I think it's respectful and kind of cool because nobody else does it. Like I remember going on my first couple tours in Europe, and I would be like, why isn't anyone speaking the language? Like, and I guess no one took the time. So I would literally, like, it takes a lot of time. Like, honestly, I would write the promo in English. I'd go up to a person that speaks Italian and English, and I'd be like, how do I say this in Italian? And then literally I would go about doing it. And then you have to memorize it, but not only just memorize it, but memorize it in a language that you don't even know. So it was very difficult, but I feel like people appreciate that. And even if I'm a bad guy, I can still cut a promo as a bad guy and make you hate me in Italian. And if I can do that, then that's pretty cool.
You're right. You're one of the best performers ever, especially in terms of interaction with the crowd. How much are you missing right now, the crowd?
I think anyone that has a live audience, whether it's WWE or if it's soccer, football, basketball, baseball, whenever you have a live audience, there's an electricity in the arena, in the stadium, that can't be substituted. I mean, granted, we have virtual audience, and WWE has done an amazing job at still allowing fan interaction, even though we can't have them live. We have virtual fans now, and WWE is always at the top, is always the first to do something and try something, and everybody else kind of sees it and goes, let's do what WWE's doing. But we're state of the art. It's just who we are. And we'll try things. And if sometimes we're successful, sometimes we fail. I mean, honestly, most of the time we're pretty successful at it. I mean, you see the show, the Thunderdome's pretty incredible, pretty captivating. Do I miss the live audience? Yes. But I'm very thankful for the virtual audience that we have right now.
As a fan, the feeling is that you particularly enjoy playing Azil, isn't it?
I love being a bad guy. It's been more difficult lately because now people are seeing me on my reality show, Ms. and Mrs. I think when people watch that show, they go, oh, wait, he's not really a jerk. He's not really egotistical and arrogant. And I'm like, well, like, I could play that pretty well, make you really believe it. But it's become more and more difficult as people know me, Mike, who I am. But yeah, I love being hated. I love hearing people chant, you suck, tell me I'm terrible, tell me I'm the worst human being in the world. I enjoy, I love seeing on Twitter that people telling me negative things because it fuels my fire. Some people, they don't like that. I enjoy it. It thrives me. And I don't know why. I really don't, but it just does.
Besides being a pro wrestler, you also like football and play golf. Do you also like other sports? And since I am Italian, of course, I mean soccer. Do you like
Yeah, I
soccer?
mean, I love all sports. Honestly, I love competitiveness, and so I enjoy anything with competition.
And where did your catchphrase "I'm awesome" come from?
Honestly, I was like, what is the easiest catchphrase you could possibly do? Who are you? I'm the Miz. What are you? I'm awesome. I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. Now, I thought that was the easiest catchphrase until Daniel Bryan came along and had yes and no as your catchphrase. Then I was like, well, I've been trumped on that one.
And do you think wrestling has changed since you started?
What's that?
The wrestling has changed since you started
Oh my
your
goodness, yeah. I
career.
mean,
How
has
much?
wrestling changed? It's always evolving. Whether it's in the ring, whether it's the superstars or just wrestling in general, the way people watch it and the way people observe, it has evolved into something incredible. And it's my job as a superstar to be ahead of the curve. And as I get older and older, it's getting harder and harder because you got these young superstars coming up who are just absolutely incredible in the ring and do things that my genetics don't allow me to do.
Thank you very much, Miss.
Thank
For
you.
me, it's okay. It's